Alrighty, everybody, welcome to another wonderful year for comp. This is ISC Season 5. Let me make sure I got my stuff here right. We're gonna jump right to the lobby scene, which, there it is. Awesome. And I can see we're live over there. Great. All right, let's do this. All right, Team 1's 5-minute timer has started. Or if they're gonna call me out and say, hey, how much time you got left? All right, so actually make sure I got my timer going just so they know. So this is ISC. This is 6v6. The other thing with this is a 3 cap. So 2 of the caps are not valid. In this case with one of the new maps that we're using, Vitric Station, which I have not cast on before. So we add that little challenge in. But let's see, so for Vitric Station, there it is. We have Sigma, Theta, and Gamma. So cap and oh, well, quick bacon. You're awesome. All right, so stop and restart that. Boom. That was 40 seconds. That was quick. All right, so then Kappa and Epsi will be the 2 caps that are not valid for this map. As I pull up my score sheet, make sure we're good there. Yes, we are. Lady, how are you doing today?
Still waking up.
It's the weekend, folks. We like to sleep in a little bit. Alrighty. Because I've got things everywhere on all my screens. There's my mouse. I'd find my mouse again. But no, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful weekend. I know that we've already had some matches cast this morning, which is awesome. I love seeing the amount of, like, holy crap, Team 2's locked. 40 seconds with them too. All right.
Yeah, they're not playing around. They're ready to go. Let's do it. I haven't cast in a long time. I don't remember what buttons do what, so should be fun.
Alrighty, so we're going or launching. Yeah, it's okay because I know I just got done casting a month and a half ago, and I got to remember too. So I feel you. All right, so I do have one new thing that I've got set up. We'll see how well that works. I may or may not use it. I know that a bunch of casters were talking about a whole picture-in-picture thing. I've got that available. But yeah, we'll test that out. I'm gonna go ahead and start by doing my usual running through the mechs. Holy crap, and we're going. All right. Well, all right, I'm gonna Pizza Zone's mech first. Like, bam, bam, bam. I love it. All right, he is in the Hunchback 4 SP with small pulse lasers and SRM6 with Artemis. Weaponmaster X in the Hunchback 4 SP, small pulse lasers, SRM6s. Monk with the Hunchback 4 SP with small pulse lasers and SRM6. Nate, the Firestarter 9A, small pulse lasers. Bacon Lord and Firestarter 9A with small pulse lasers. Django in the Javelin with heavy machine guns, small lasers. On the other side, we got Polycat, the Flea 17 with small pulse lasers and a couple of lasers. Neodir in the Javelin with heavy machine guns and light PPCs, Shine Plasma and the Javelin 11F with heavy machine guns and light PPCs, Bonson, Crusader 6T, small lasers and dual heavy PPCs, Ghosty, the Javelin 11F with heavy machine guns and light PPCs, G-Ram in the Black Knight with ER mediums and large pulse, and I'm going airborne.
As you kind of expect on Vitric, that data is going to be where the main fight is. EQ already taking the top, trying to wow, I can't see Team 1.
Is it glitching out?
No, my button is sticking. There we go.
Ah, but Ghosty's getting trampled quickly. They just dogpiled on Ghosty. Couldn't take that hit. So yeah, we're not even getting.
JDX being super aggressive here.
We're just gonna. I'm gonna try to get. I don't even know what view to get on this because they're all right through the tunnel. There we go.
It's a brawl. Yeah. I mean, this is kind of what you would expect on Vitric.
This usually doesn't happen here. They just pushed and got there quick. So yeah, G-Ram goes down.
This is kind of the play on Vitric, though. I mean, a fast brawl. It's a small map. This is what you would expect to see. And wow.
I'm not even getting a chance to click on anybody. There you go.
JDX just piling on EQ.
Webmasters.
Polly
Nate.
can't
Oh,
get
there
one
Bacon goes
for-
down. Yeah, Bacon goes down.
Yeah. Run, Polly. All right, Django getting Polly.
Well,
Wow.
All right.
That was a very effective push. Well done.
that's gonna be a win for 5JDX.
Once they got momentum going, they were ready.
Enough resources. This triumph will provide us huge tactical benefits.
I think that match was like all of 45 seconds.
Pretty much. I'm 12:35. All right, let's publish these stats. And yeah, go ahead and go down the damage for that.
Yeah, well, if you look at 5JDX, it's pretty even damage spread there. 190 being the lowest score by Django, but still collectively it's pretty spread out. That was rough. Ghosty and Bonson getting taken out pretty easy. They focus that Crusader. Poor Ghosty. Oh man, that was a very good push. Very good push.
I'm waiting for MW stats to refresh here. It's taking it a second for whatever reason.
Vitric's a really small map, so you'd expect to see a push there.
Yeah, there you go. There's your other thing. Team damage. Oh, Monk with 45. That's the highest one for the match. Alrighty. Next map, we move on to Frozen City.
5JDX is really good at the push, though. They have that down.
Yeah.
And EQ, although very skilled, very talented players, are a newly formed team too, so there's always those kinks you have to work out.
Yes.
Someone saying Lady is very quiet. That's probably for the best, because I'm this morning, so that's probably okay. Alright, now we have Frozen City. This is a very different feel for this map. This is not a close range map at all. So, I'd expect to see some trading here.
Yeah, we saw a lot of. Oh, I said I caught some of the one of the matches earlier. There was a lot of long range happening. So.
The play for Theta is pivotal. Obviously, it's only a 3-cap game, so whoever controls Theta in their home cap controls the map. So that's gonna make people do some silly things. So I'm excited to see this. I don't anticipate a brawl here with these players, because 5JDX is very good at the brawl, but they are also very good at range.
Okay, cool. My things did update up there. Yeah, so as Lady was mentioning the teams earlier, which I was going to try to go through them beforehand, but we didn't get a chance. So of course, 5JDX is being led by Bacon Lord. Members of Brower, Django, Monk, Nate, Pete Zone, Weaponmaster X, Windscape, and Ring Wraith. The other team, Equilibrium, being led by G-Ram, also has Sneck, aka 5Neck that we mentioned earlier, Magic Pain Glove, Neandir, Polycat Bronson, Ghosty, Seikyu, Shine Plasma, I Love Annihilators, and Sweeper.
Yeah, very good lineup for that team. Be interesting to see how they play out this comp.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these players in the past, and they're very, very enjoyable to watch. So, all right. So yeah. So as we're moving on to Frozen City, the caps are Epsi, Theta, and Kappa. So you have the ones that are on team sides that those ones are not valid for this. They're near the dropships, and Team 1 is locked in. So let's go ahead and get going. Team 2. Up like a spell. Putting cap right in. You put a cap, that's okay. It's early. Actually, we're both waking up.
Yeah, stayed up a little too late last night, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It's the weekend, so we don't get to do that very often.
Very true. That, and I was getting a bunch of stuff getting all of my stream stuff set for doing comp, because of course we got to make a bunch of changes. And yeah. Up currency and hit tab.
Seeing, Polycat and a light, and some very good traders on EQ side here. So this is gonna be interesting to see how they play Frozen City.
And Team 2 is locked.
Awesome.
Again, 40 seconds. All right, second drop of the night, the day, the match.
Yeah, these guys they're not playing. They're moving pretty quick today.
Yeah. And it is 5 drops, folks. It's so it's not best of. It's simply 5 drops. So we'll be doing all 5 maps today, or all 5 drops
Every
today.
win counts in this comp season.
Yeah. No, you're already loaded in for me. That's awesome.
I am loaded.
And bam, here we go. We're gonna get the countdown first, getting into the match. So we're gonna start Windscape Smec this time.
Reactor online.
All right, he's gonna be doing the hot mode cheat with AC2, AC5s, light PPCs, Nate in the Flea with small pulse lasers and a small laser, Jaguar in the Javelin with heavy machine guns and small lasers, Monk in the Hatamoto with light PPCs, AC2 and AC5s, Brower in the Hatamoto with AC2s, AC5s, light PPCs, and then Bacon Lord in the Warhammer 6R with the PPCs and some light Gauss. On the other side, we got Bonson Catapult with PPCs, light Gauss, Polycat the Vulcan with heavy snub nose and heavy machine guns, Shine Plasma, and the Vulcan 5S with heavy machine guns, snub nose, and a small laser. Ghosty with Catapult with the ERPCs, dual light Gauss, G-Ram, and the Battle Master with ER larges. Neandir and the Catapult with ERPCs, light Gauss, and that's it. Let's go.
All right, Nate gaining control of Theta right away. Nate in the Flea. Not sure if he sees these big guys coming up on Epsilon over here. Oh, he's seen them now. Nate's gonna come. There we go. Pop the UAV.
This is a really bright map. I'm noticing.
Oh, Nate taking some crossfire here as he's messing with the traders on EQ.
Yeah, he's poking around the dropship there, or the
Yeah, he's
busted
doing
up ship.
his job though. He's keeping an eye on these guys, trying to make them watch their backs so they get hit from both sides, which is exactly what's happening.
Ghosty getting messed up pretty good. Brower taking him
Wow,
out.
there we go.
That happened quick.
Okay, now Nate's 1v1ing here. In the Flea.
No, G-Ram's gonna get focused here by Django.
Oh no, Nate getting legged. Alright, that Flea's out of the game, so they're leaving him.
Oh, G-Ram.
Ooh, there are some Windscape looking pretty beat up over there.
Oh, G-Ram has been turned into a stick, and they are leaving him alone and just to let him wander.
EQ's looking a little binged up too. Shine Plasma still
Oh, Windscape.
effective there in his Vulcan.
I missed the Windscape kill there.
Django's still looking good in his Javelin as well.
Neandir trying to do something here. Still running. Yep, never mind.
Nope. Nate and that Flea shouldn't have left that Flea alive. Uh-oh. They say a legged Flea is a dead Flea, but when you still got your weapons.
It's still a weapon.
That's right, that's right. Alright, now Nate and Brower. EQ still looking pretty beat up, even though they do have 2 more players. We'll see how this plays out. Bonson looking pretty beat up in that Catapult.
Hey, you know, Brower might.
Yeah, Brower's still pretty fresh.
I say Brower could pull a Yontu clutch there. We saw that. We've seen that happen. He's got more health than everybody else.
Look at Nate in this dang Flea.
What's he doing over there? Just.
He's working these Vulcans here. All right, here we go. Brower's pushing up right now. Still
there you go.
Still fairly. I won't say fresh, but in good shape here. There it is. Shine Plasma going down. All right, we got G-Ram and Polycat left here. They're flipping Theta. They might play the cap game now because there's a legged Flea on the board. All they really have to do is worry about this Hatchet Man. And they can take their time with the flea.
What do you mean, Hatamoto? No. Yeah, the Hatamoto.
I'm sorry.
You said hatchet. I was like, wait a minute.
When I opened up Mech Warrior today, I had my all my Hatchet Man stuff was being loaded in, and now I got Hatchet Man on the brain.
That's funny.
All right. Okay. Here we see the polycat in the Vulcan over here, which is where the flea is, I believe. Let me find the flea. He's gimping his way over to the cap.
Yeah, he is.
Poly. Oh nope. Nate sees
Oh, yep,
Poly
Poly.
coming at him.
Yeah.
Yep. Nate's got to try to keep him busy while Brower caps. This is gonna be interesting. All Nate can really do is keep Polly distracted here. Polly taking the cap. Brower flipping Theta. Alright, now that Polly has the cap, I think they're gonna play with Nate a little bit here.
See how Nate's looking here. Come on.
All Polly has to do is defend the cap here a little bit. They can have Theta, it's just one cap. We'll see if they're gonna go take Nate out or not, or if they're just gonna defend.
It's legged, left torso is orange.
He's pretty beat up. Now we'll see here if I'm gonna go over to where Brower and G-Ram are, because that's gonna be where the fight is, I believe.
Well, except that G-Ram's a stick.
Oh.
He has no weapons. He's done.
Oh. Okay. Well, then here he goes. Yep. Brower about to take him out right now.
G-Ram saying, "I just want a hug," but you got no arms.
Oh no. All right, Brower's gonna go flip that cap. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's a whole lot Nate can do here.
Well, I'm gonna take this opportunity to take out Nate.
I mean, they really have no reason to risk it, but
Polly's looking.
yeah, I think that's what. Oh.
ACT's not looking good now. Oh, Nate gets Polly. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
All right, Nate's gonna gimp over. Yeah, he's gonna gimp over and flip this cap now.
We got faith in you, Nate.
Yeah. Wow. That's funny. Don't, I mean,
we've gathered enough resources. This triumph will provide
if you have the opportunity to kill the flea, kill the flea. I guess that's the lesson here. GG, that was a good fight. That was rough.
All right. Check out the damage on that one. I go and upload stats.
Everybody's saying I'm really quiet for some reason.
Yeah, I'm seeing too. I'm trying turning stuff up a little bit, but
I always feel like I'm so loud. All right, looking at the damage here. Monk doing 629. Holy cow. Let's see.
so I can get my
Where's
stats.
Nate? Nate and that little flea. 3 kills for that flea, by the way. 351 in the damage. Absolutely awesome. He got legged pretty early on and just continued poking and poking and poking, and he was able to bring 3 kills away from that. Neander with 2 kills, 340, 612 on the on Bonson in the catapult there. Well done. That was a fun fight.
Okay, so all right, let's just be easy enough. Everyone EQ and then SA. So.
right, swap complete.
And started my 5-minute timer for Team 1. And I'll switch back to the lobby view here. I did turn the lady up just a little bit from what overall, everything I could. Hopefully that helps. I guess what, let me try this. Hold on a second. Let me go to. I'll go back to the stats screen for a second. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. Give me a moment. We're gonna lose our audio for a second there. All right. I will turn lady up a little bit on here, but I'm gonna definitely turn it down over here, so it equals out a little bit without being overpowering. All right, lady, go ahead and talk now.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right, that should be better for y'all. So a nice match there. It wasn't a complete
Yeah, it was pretty back and forth
destruction
there.
like first one. It did last longer, quite a bit. So, like I said, unfortunately, G-Ram losing all of his weapons there, and then them just leaving him to, be a walking stick. Yeah, there was not much they could do there with it. Besides trying to give Brower a nice hug.
Oh, what map are we on?
We're on Frozen City.
We play that twice?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So we have Frozen City. Yeah, so you do so Vitric Station, then Frozen City A, Frozen City B. So we do the side swap, and then we'll be doing River City twice with the side swaps.
Oh, okay.
All right, Team 1 is locked. Team 2's 5-minute timer starting. Yeah, so let's see. So the maps we're using, so Vitric Station, Frozen City, and River City this week. Same maps next week, just in different order. And then Crimson Strait Alpine and Manifold for week 3.
Oh boy, Alpine. my favorite map.
Actually, that's those are the 3 maps are for the round 3, 4, and 5. All use Crimson Strait Alpine and Manifold.
Oh.
The only one that's different is this week and next week. All right. Chat there. Brower on camera? What? Although, that's funny, when Brower went into the capture point there, he kind of did a little look back over his shoulder at the camera, which was kind of cool. I don't think he realized it, but. Or Paulie.
Nate and that flea, I'm just watching it now. They lagged him so early on and then just left him to just murder.
Yeah.
And the flea's legs are so weak, I mean, you might as well just finish him off. Especially if he still has weapons. He's still viable.
All right. We're going in. Drop 3.
All right. All right, let's see if they switch it up this time. Play it a little differently.
Maybe.
5 JDX with 2 drops now. Although that drop did go much differently than the first.
Very, very different. First one was steamroll, and then the second one definitely could have gone either way, I think. Wow, that boom. That like 10-second timer just jumps right in. I love it. Everyone's loaded in and ready to go.
All right, here we go.
All right. I'm in Bonson's mech. Let's go down the list here.
Reactor online.
Bonson rocking the Crusader 6T with all pulse small lasers at ERPPC. Shine Plasma in the Flea 17, small lasers and medium pulse. Snack in the Stalker with ER large lasers. Polycat in the Flea 17, small lasers and medium pulse. G-Ram in the Stalker 5S with ER large lasers. And Ghosty in the Stalker 5S with, yeah, you guessed it, ER large lasers. On the other side, we have Bacon Lord in the Stalker 5S with ER large lasers. Monk in the Stalker 5S with IER large lasers. Django in the Vulcan 5T, hey, with medium pulse lasers. Windscape with the Stalker 5 5S with ER large lasers. Nate in the
boy.
Flea 17 with small pulse lasers, and then Brower in the Vulcan 5T with medium pulse lasers.
This is going to be a different ball game here. You see Polycat and the Flea taking Theta right off the bat. Polycat and that Flea is ridiculous, so this should be an interesting matchup this round.
All right,
Polycat and Shine Plasma in the Flea. Nate's going to have his work cut out for him here this round. And I highly doubt they're going to leave Nate alive if they leg him this time.
You know, folks, I forgot to switch my thing. Give me just a second. It's my bad. You will see it change. There. All right. The team titles were different. I knew I'd forget something today. There you go. All right.
And to switch HP HUD more often. Okay, so when it gets down to the last few people would like to see what hit points and weapons they're working with.
All right.
We'll try to work on that, guys.
Yeah, again, rusty, trying to get my fingers back to the controls. It's muscle memory when using a controller.
Alright, so EQ with the cap lead here. They do have a 3 cap lead. So we'll see how 5JDX responds to this here. They do have pretty good map control at the moment. Alright, Nate looks like he's making a play here towards Epsilon.
Oh, okay, let's go and check it out. Yeah, no one to contest it. So
Yeah, he
I'll
needs
get it while you
to flip
can.
at least that. Alright, here, if you go back over to the other side of the map, it looks like there's kind of a 3-on-3
Yep.
fight going on over here.
Yeah, we got Brower, Django. There's Poly, Shine, and Plasma. Or, sorry, Poly, Shine, and Bonson. There we go.
Oh, here we go. There's a bit of a brawl going on over here. Crusader and Flea versus the Vulcans here. There we go. Both Fleas are involved here. That Vulcan's smoking. That Vulcan's going down.
Why can I not click? Yeah, my clicking ability is not working for whatever reason. So,
They
there we
took Brower down, and then they're backpedaling a little bit here because they have no reason to push out into the open against their long range here. Alright, Nate's trying to flip Theta, but he is denied by the Stalkers. They have pretty good crossfire on Theta going on here. Just look at this laser crossfire here.
it seems, yeah, so I backed up a little bit so you can see it going out, shooting across there.
Need Pink Floyd playing in the background here.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, EQ still, or not EQ, excuse me. 5JDX still looking for a cap to take here. They were able to flip Epsi, but they need one more cap on their side here, at least.
Ooh, strike coming in on Ghosty and on Snack.
EQ has to maintain map control here.
Ghosty taking about 10% on that.
Yeah, that Stalker's looking a little beat up here. Oh, he's about to get jumped!
Yeah, CT just a little damaged and yeah, all those torsos.
No. I think this one's going to EQ, guys.
Oh, Nate going down.
Polycat taking out Nate. Snack taking out Django. All right. There's a shift in the balance, guys. EQ dominating map control in this round.
Oops.
I think the 2 Flea play was kind of crucial here for them. Alright, yeah, the Stalkers left for 5JDX and are trying to get some angles on them, but they're maintaining the map control. They have a crossfire going on. Your Crusader and the Stalker on one side.
Bacon's just only a CT.
I think we're gonna see the... I mean, the Fleas really have no reason to push those guys over there. They have map control. If you look at the points, it's 410 to 137. They have no reason to expose themselves to the traders here.
Yeah, Monk and Bacon, their weapons are still... I mean, their health is down, but they're still full weapons, so that's good. Ghosty, let's see.
Yeah, if they don't make a play here now, though, unfortunately, they're at 434.
Yeah. Let's see.
They're either going to have to push in and get some kills here and then try to cap, or the match is going to EQ.
Pretty much everybody's stuff's still... From X are still good, just minus little CT damage.
Yeah, the Stalkers can take quite a beating.
They still have all their weapons. Let's see. What the heck just did? Oh, well.
Yeah, someone just lost.
Okay, well, yeah, Ghosty lost an arm there. let's see our Windscape. See what Windscape's doing over here. Yeah, still 6-year large.
Knowing these guys at this stage in this particular fight, they're now eager for damage numbers is what's going on. So I think the boys are poking a little more than they should when they don't have to. Equilibrium really really can just sit back and kind of relax here as long as they keep Theta off the board. 5JDX has to get some kills and cap.
Oh, I was going to tell you, if you hit backspace, it will put the names up on there for you. Or should.
I have the names.
No, like right above the mechs. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very good.
You're able to call them out real easily, just because you know the mechs once you see the pilot name on it.
Well, I know the players pretty well too, so.
Yeah, that too. I need all the help I can get.
I've taken several beatings by these nerds.
So yeah, what? Let's see. Is it?
Yeah, there's really no reason for Equilibrium to do anything here except for farm as they see it here. Oh, there's a play going for Theta. They really have no choice here. G-Ram and Bonson are going to take advantage of that. Windscape's trying to give him a little overwatch. Bacon Lord's still in pretty good shape there, though.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
Yeah.
There's the flip for Theta.
CT
They're going to have
again.
to get aggressive, yeah. I mean, you still see Polycat at 7. I mean, Polycat and that fleet can probably take out the rest of the team here.
Mocker, I'm saying what a satisfying large laser sound on the Stalker. I'm actually not using the factory sounds. I'm using a sound pack, so it might sound a little different than what you might hear, unless you're using a Haven sound pack as well.
That wasn't a plug, by the way. We just use Haven Kendrick sound pack.
Yes. The voice of the bounty hunter in MechWarrior 5. Rise of Rosselhard.
Right, here we go. Bacon Lord's pushing up. He's still in good shape. He might be able to pick off G-Ram here, or Bonson even. Can you see what's left on G-Ram and Bonson?
Yeah, let's see. G-Ram.
But the crossfire just got Bacon Lord.
I'll say there's nothing left on Bacon, so.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, G-Ram, all weapons, just CT crit.
Yeah, I mean, 5JDX really didn't have a
Bonson.
play here. They have to kind of push in and do something, so. Windscape now making the move to push up.
Oh, what got dropped over here?
I think Ghosty just took a pretty big hit.
Oh yeah, he's down to 1 year large. He lost his torso.
Alright, Sneck should be able to take out Windscape here as he crosses up.
Oh, over here. Let's see. And Bonson takes that Windscape. Giant Plasma doing a little victory dance.
Gathered enough resources.
Equilibrium
Will provide us
taking
huge tactical
this one.
Very nice. Nice comeback, EQ. I think they finally got their rhythm here. That was great map control.
All right, getting the stats for this one. There you go. Get it thrown into our stat window here. Voice is
All
cute.
right. Great damage overall by EQ. GRAM putting out the trades there. GRAM and Sneck, they worked that side very well. Monk on the other side, 579, great damage. It just, that early cap, having the 2 fleas by EQ, I think was pivotal. They got map control, they spread out, and they maintained map control, and it was brutal. Well done, guys, well done.
All right, moving us on now to River City. There's no side swap for the first one since it makes it easier for us. Alrighty, so giving Team 1 their 5-minute timer and lobby. And I know it's gonna be a 5-minute delay still. Hopefully you guys can hear Lady a little better now. I haven't gone back and looked in chat to see if anybody said anything. Let's see.
Just now, Jay messaged me like 20 minutes ago. I just now saw it. Your mic is quiet. It is quiet. I'm sorry. Hopefully it's better now. All right, River City. I don't know. I kind of expect to see a push here from 5JDX. They're very good at that murder brawl.
Yeah.
We'll see here. I know the traders on Team 1, however, EQ side, are very, very good. So it'll be tricky to have an effective murder ball when it comes to pushing up on EQ.
I'm sure, like, why is EQ's drop one not showing us? Because I still have the W clicked and I actually hadn't pressed enter yet. So it should update that here in a second. So currently it is 5JDX is 2 wins, Equilibrium 1. And Team 1 is locked. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? There it is.
Yeah, I hear me on stream and I feel like I'm really loud. Like really loud.
Oh. But they want to hear Lady. There we go, it's updated now.
I feel like I'm really loud.
Oh no, I can't hear. I can't listen to it, otherwise I'll hear it. That'd just be weird. All right, so we're going in. Yeah, so we're in River City, and then yeah, so we're River City for the last two drops. Between this one and the next one, there'll be a side swap. I remember just flip my title bars for the last drop too. I did see someone say that they only recognize a few people on the Equilibrium team. They're not. They say they're not new. They're not new to comp. They're just a new group of people that came together. So, seen almost pretty much every single one of them in at some point. All right, we're just waiting for one more person on Team 2's side to get locked in. And green across the board, waiting for the lock call. They got plenty of time. So they got 5 minutes to go through and get all the changes and get locked in. It's only been 2 minutes so far. And there you go. They're locked. Alrighty. So, drop 4. Here we go. So one of the things I think I'm going to do is I can set a button on my controller where I can switch between the mechs as far as targeting them. So I'll try getting that set up for any future casts. I know Ivor was going to try playing with that earlier. He had some controller issues late last night that we were trying to figure out. So anything we can do to make it a little more easier to get things up on the screens for you guys. All right, and just instant. Yeah, everyone's already loaded in before I am. All right, here we go, Polycat.
Reactor on
In the Vulcan, it's Snubnose and heavy machine guns, Ghosty in the Corsair 7A, Gauss rifle, ER large lasers, Bonson in the Hatamoto in the heavy PVCs, AC5, AC2, Neondir in the Hatamoto with AC5, AC2 and heavy PVC, G-Ram in the Hellspawn, the Paralyzer with heavy mediums and large lasers, and Annie in the Hatamoto with AC5, AC2 and heavy PVCs. On the other side, we have Monk in the Black Knight with ER mediums, large pulse lasers. We have Nate in the Crusader with small pulse lasers, just small pulse lasers. Pete Zones in the Black Knight with ER mediums, large pulse lasers. Bacon Lord in the Crusader 6T with small pulse lasers. Webmaster X in the Black Knight with ER mediums, large pulse. And Django in the Crusader 6T with small pulse lasers.
Yeah, I already, just by looking up the lineup, can tell what's going to happen here. So, we're about to see a brawl, guys. 5JDX. Here we go. They're about to cross over. Look at the lines EQ has on them. They're going to try to do as much damage as they can as they move across the water here. Getting across quickly is key. Here they go. They're pushing. They're pushing. Three on one side, 3 on the other. EQ has great lines of sight right now. Very spread out. They're anticipating the push. They're backing up. Exactly what they need to do. They're going to focus these Crusaders as soon as they push up. Here they go. They're backing up. Keep backing up, boys. They're very spread out. Alright, here they come. They're up on the platform. 5JDX is pushing right into them. Weapon going down. EQ having great crossfire. They're focusing Django now. Django about to go down, possibly. Taking out Bonson first, though.
Neondir goes down. Nate goes down.
Alright. Ghosty getting Django. Annie's going down. Bacon going down. Alright, EQ still has the upper hand here. We got Monk and Pete left. Trying to get some damage in.
Pete's out in the open a little bit.
They're focusing Ghosty. That Corsair is brutal. G-Ram coming around the side to help finish them off here. This one's going to equilibrium. Monk's left. He's trying to work that Black Knight the best he can here. Polycat, annoying as ever. Can you tell? I'm a Polycat fangirl, by the way, guys. That's why I call Polycat out so much.
Oh, G-Ram and Polycat now trying to tag team Monk. Oh, Strike goes down.
There goes Monk. Well received push. Equilibrium received that push so well. They were completely spread out, doing as much damage as they could before they even got close. They anticipated that push so well. Well done, guys. Well done.
This is where it's nice because, you know, it's 2 wins and 2 wins.
Now we're 2 and 2.
So.
Jay says I'm still soft. I have never been called soft a day in my life, guys.
All right.
That was beautiful.
There's those damage numbers for you.
All right. Yeah, just 5JDX not being able to do the damage they needed to. They were not able to get in range to be as effective as they could have been. EQ just really anticipated that push. I mean, if you look at the numbers here, they're all just 400 damage. Absolutely beautiful.
There you go.
Well received push.
Yeah, there you go. 466, 285, 354, 333, 320. Yeah, it's very nicely done.
All right, guys, we are now 2-2 on the drops. We're gonna swap sides here on River City.
Alrighty, so
Love it.
say EQ, SA. Move all the rest of you guys just over. All right. Still could totally use the side swap button, but you know, all right. All right, gonna go switch to live view here. The starting team 1's 5-minute timer. So again, the second or the second win for Equilibrium. They did do a nice push. Tried to give you guys a good view of the line going across the water. You know, so you saw how they were spread out a little bit, but still close enough. Once they got up there, they could take dominance on top of the airport. Trying to see where we're at over here in the chat. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there's Sneck. Sneck, we love you. Let's see. Yeah, flight saying this lady's still soft. Interesting. Yeah, I can't turn her up too much more. I've got her at 150% in Discord now, so. Let's see. Oh, wait. Okay, so. Top Cat before sound mod is awesome. Sound mods are awesome. Let's see. Bets for Spud Bucks and Comp. I want to gamble. Depending on the mods that show up, we do sometimes do the bets you can do with your channel points. We have a lot of people doing stuff right now. I mean, there's I think 5 or 6 matches being cast almost at the same time. So, all right, team 1 is green, waiting for them to go lock in. Maybe. Or they're waiting to call. Wait, with their. Oh, there you go. Team 1 locked in. Here we go. Team 2, 5-minute timer has begun. All right. 5 minutes. This will be our final drop for this this matchup today. Could go either way. I like that it's 2-2. I always prefer these over, pure just all out stomps. The process of getting flanked, then down from afar. Yes, that unfortunately happens. I heard EQ. What was that? I heard EQ wanted to use Phoenix Hawks, but none were available because MPG has all of them in MechWarrior 5. That's funny. All right, Team 2's down to just GRAM locking in. See, this is where it gets interesting too, because now you know there's pressure for the last drop because it's 2-2. Really felt like
says PGI, please, nerd. I mean, Nerf.
Nerf. Literally felt like CSGO AWP.
All right, awesome.
Ghosty is typing, you know, EQ1.
Yeah, 3-2. No, wait, was that 2-2 or 3-2? That was 3-2.
2-2.
2-2?
Yeah,
2-2?
we're 2-2.
2-2.
5JDX won the first, second, and then Equilibrium won the third and fourth.
See, I'm not the only Polycat fangirl. There's others. There's others. Ghosty with the harvest, yeah. I know you guys won't hear me respond to your comments for 5 minutes, but I agree. I agree.
Match. I meant to say matches. I said match. All right. All right. We're locked in. We're going, folks. Final drop right now.
Everybody's throwing Polycat.
Polycat.
Now.
Blame lady.
As a light pilot, I respect Polycat, so that's why I'm a Polycat fangirl. That's hard to get out, but
Cat polymer. What? Oh, goodness. All right. Yeah. See, 8 seconds left, and as we can come into this. All right, folks. Let's do this.
all right.
Starting off in Brower's Mech.
Reactor online.
Vulcan 5S, small lasers, light PPC, snub nose, and heavy machine guns. Bacon Lord and the Warhammer Black Widow with AC5s and light PPC. Nate and the Charger. Cougar. CGR. Charger with large pulse lasers and ER medium lasers. We have Weapon Master X and the Charger, large pulse lasers and small lasers. Django and the Thunderbolt, snub nose and small lasers. Monk and the Charger with large pulse lasers and ER small lasers. On the other side, we have Seikyu and the Black Knight with ER mediums, large pulse. Bonson with Crusader 6T, small lasers and medium pulse lasers. Nandir in the Battle Master with large pulse lasers and ER medium lasers. Polycat and the Firestarter with small pulse lasers. Ghosty in the Black Knight with large pulse, ER mediums. And then G-Ram in the Battle Master with large pulse and ER mediums. Let's go airborne here.
Game is frozen, so I see them moving, but I cannot move my camera.
Oh, try pressing one.
One.
Now
Okay. No.
And now press V.
That fixed me, so thank you.
Bam! I'm so good.
Damn, it's almost like you're in IT or something.
Maybe. All right, we got a strike happening right now with over here with the India.
All right, 5JDX taking the Rock Garden. EQ spreading out, getting some crossfire on them. Let's see if they're able to hold. They're either going to hold this and hold the angles on them, or it looks like they might be pinned down as well. EQ taking some damage right off the bat there. The Black Knight's looking a little beat up.
Oh, yeah, down to 82. Let's see if I can click. Oh, no, I had a second there. Click.
5JDX is getting some good shots on them here. I don't think this is going to go as quickly as the last match. Django out on the side here trying to get some angles on the flank. Alright, 5JDX still looking in good shape here, holding the Rock Garden. Bacon Lord kind of off to the side here, trying to get some angles. EQ's not giving them any shots though. They're staying on the other side of the buildings. Psyche looking a little banged up in that Black Knight.
Guys, if I can actually give you guys that picture-in-picture view while I'm trying to not cover up mechs.
Polycat and Bonson on the right here, trying to get an angle. All right, flipping Theta.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Yeah, that gets some taking used to. Also, I'm not sure if I like the picture-in-picture that big on the bottom, so
Yeah.
it's something we'll play around with.
Covering
Yeah,
half the map.
It's something we'll play around with down the road.
All right, Bonson and Polycat now trying to get an angle on Django here. It looks like. Django going back to the rest of his team here. I think he sees Polycat and Bonson flanking. Alright, still trading. I don't know, 5JDX looks like they might have the upper hand at the moment. Alright, EQ making the decision to push down to the rock garden. They're pushing down to the rock garden. Here comes the brawl.
Johnson going in first. Oh, no, okay. Polly jumping on in.
Yeah, it absolutely amazes me. Polycat's still at 99%. I don't know how they just either Polycat avoids every single shot or they just ignore Poly, and I don't think that's ever smart.
Bronson taking out Monk. Oh,
Brutal. EQ looking pretty banged up here, but they did take Monk out first.
yeah, Ghosty down to 57. Yeah, thank you.
All right,
Yeah, down goes down.
A little bit of that Bacon Lord taking out Psyche.
I think Ghosty's going to be going down here in a second. Polycat goes down.
Polycat.
G-Ram also down to missing torso.
Beat up. Neander just in the back here getting damage on everybody.
Oh
boy.
no! Ghosty goes down.
Ghosty.
Nandir right now still has 3 large and 4 rear mediums. Oh,
yeah.
just lost the large pulse down to 4 yard, down to the 4 yard mediums.
All right. Weapon just out in the water, taking his choice and shots
Oh,
here.
G-Ram goes down. And Nandir goes down as well.
All right, this one goes back to 5JDX. That was a fun fight, but I think if EQ would have pushed down to the rock garden sooner, they were pretty banged up before they pushed down. That might have gone a little differently because they really put a hurt on 5JDX.
They did.
But unfortunately, I think just the push down was hesitated a little too long. But that was a great match either way.
The awesome showing for this group. And again, this is a new team. Well, not new players, but a new team got put together since CS 2022 to now. But
all right, look at Bacon Lord with 914 just
farming everything.
Farming in the Warhammer up top there in the city.
Yeah, let's bring the
Chargers,
stats
great
up.
damage, very, very good overall. Just 5JDX had the upper hand there, holding the rock garden, and it went to them. Very, very good matches.
Give me just a moment here. Sure they're all good. All right, let me let's see, bring up my Discord. Yep.
Good matches today.
Okay, let me go ahead and give them. All right. Well, folks, that was interesting. I didn't have too many technical issues except right beforehand when my system froze, but we got that taken care of. But yeah, thank you guys again for coming out. This was
thanks everybody.
This was fun. I do know there are other matches happening on Leagues 1 today, Leagues 2, I think, as well. I mean, there's, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like they're still going. We'll
kind.
probably send everybody over to Leagues 2.
Yeah.
Assuming.
Yep, let me go ahead and sign us, get our little outro going, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, have a good one, everybody.
See ya.